everyone, James Carter TV here to recap the NFC Championship game, which featured the Seattle Seahawks coming back in the fourth quarter and in overtime to win 28-22. Now, by the end of this video, both Packer fans and Seahawks fans are going to hate me. Because I'm going to be brutally honest as it concerns both of your teams, specifically your offenses, okay? Specifically, even moreover, your quarterbacks and your coach, if you're the Green Bay Packers, because, let me start there. Mike McCarthy, this is the NFC Championship game, and yet, you are acting as if this is the biggest game you ever played in your life. Now, it's a big game, yes, but do not stray away from what has made you you. Mike McCarthy, throughout the regular season, has had balls. He's been willing to go for fourth down conversions no matter how early it is in the game. And yet in this game, when they're down at the goal line, 4th and goal, 1 yard line, they don't go for it. And it was absolutely killing me. I mean, just go for it, dog. You have Eddie Lacy, John Kuhn. I understand the Seahawks defense is very formidable, but you gotta go for it. I mean, you gotta go for the win, and that was the difference. That was one of the differences today. The difference between Mike McCarthy, who stayed complacent and was like, okay, and Pete Carroll, who was like, we gotta win this football game. Let's make plays to win this football game. That was a big difference in this game. Now, on to both of your quarterbacks, okay? The Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and the Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson. Now, Aaron Rodgers is great. He's the best quarterback in the NFL, but he played bad today. He played bad today. The first interception, he tried to beat Richard Sherman unsuccessful there. That could have been 3 points on the board because they were in field goal range. Another interception on the day. Very inaccurate to his receivers, not allowing them to run for extra yards throughout the day. And ultimately, I said this before the video, it's time for Aaron Rodgers to go back to the Super Bowl. It's time for him to perform in the playoffs because I'm sick of seeing him getting bounced out by the 49ers, getting bounced out by the Giants, and now getting bounced out by the Seahawks. In these big games, Aaron Rodgers has not been showing up. And this is a sour Skittle to taste. And you people do not want to hear this, but I'm here to tell you this. Aaron Rodgers has not been winning playoff games lately. So you look at this, he had one great playoff run. Oh yeah, he won a Super Bowl. Since then, what has he done? He beat Minnesota, he beat Joe Webb, and even in that game, he only scored 24 points. His best playoff game since that Super Bowl run was last week in Dallas, and a lot of us, including me, think he probably should not have won that game because of the Dez Bryant catch, but although he could have went down the field, he could have scored, but we don't know. We don't know. So, we have a fraudulent win against the Dallas Cowboys, and we have a win against the Minnesota Vikings that doesn't scream out, wow, this is a great playoff quarterback. And I'm comparing Aaron Rodgers to the greatest quarterbacks ever, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana. I expect him year in, year out to be competing and winning Super Bowls. That's what separates Peyton Manning from Tom Brady. Peyton Manning from Joe Montana. Peyton Manning from those two men above him. These two can win Super Bowls. Peyton Manning cannot. And I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers go to this Peyton Manning. Now, he still has a lot of time. Well, not even a lot of time. He has a good amount of time. Has a good amount of time to get more Super Bowls under his belt. I'm not saying this is it now, no. But it's time to win some more playoff games. It's time. You have to win in this league, especially in this game. This guy had every opportunity to score in the red zone, score touchdowns, and yet he was complacent. Field goal, 3-0, or 3-and-out, and 3-and-outs today. I mean, so many possessions. I think they had like 12 possessions today. I mean, just Come on, man. This is the NFC Championship game. And you're trying to cement your legacy as one of the best ever. That's where I expect you to be. But he's a MVP in the regular season. And when the playoffs roll around, here's him, here's everyone else. He needs to get back up here. I expect more from Aaron Rodgers. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I expect more. And now to the other quarterback, Russell Wilson, quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, played absolutely horribly, and he confirmed my analysis that he is a game manager, and don't tell me that that's what he is. When you only throw 20 touchdown passes during the regular season, you are a game manager, period. Because losers like Alex Smith are putting up 18. So I don't want to hear that crap. Marshawn Lynch is the Seattle Seahawks offense. And you might say, well, his receivers aren't that good. Well, guess what? Golden Tate was there last year. He left and did better. So I don't want to hear that crap. Because I'm sure Doug Baldwin could leave. Go to New England and do better. I mean, so I don't want to hear that. He's a game manager, and he was awful today. And I don't care what he did. Oh, he threw 3 great passes. Who cares? He was terrible. 4 interceptions throughout the game. He did everything he could to lose this football game. If he had any other defense in the league, this game would have been lost. 4 interceptions is undeniably detrimental to your football team, and I know that the Seahawks defense is getting sick of carrying this guy, because I know I would. But Marshawn Lynch, I know he's getting sick of carrying this guy. I know I would. This is a game manager that we're seeing. He'll make a good play. He'll run for a first down. He'll throw a deep ball, but you cannot rely on this man making him a game manager. So yeah, I threw a deep ball. Everything is rectified, and my entire game has been saved by the one deep ball I threw to Jermaine Kearse. Not so fast. And yeah, he had a couple drops today. I counted 4. Okay? Every quarterback deals with drops. Aaron Rodgers had drops today. You have to play better than 4. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 4 people. If any of you people can tell me the last time a quarterback had 4 interceptions and got away with it in the playoffs, I would love to know, because that is a game. We like to hate on Andy Dalton. If Andy Dalton had this defense, he'd have a Super Bowl. It's the difference between having a great defense and not. So anyway, man, well, Andy Dalton would have to have Marshawn Lynch too. It's a combo deal. But at the end of the day is this. Seahawks move on, great. Okay, you're gonna face New England, most likely. But man, this game, I'm sorry, I just hated on both of you. I know I'm going to get all kinds of hate, but honestly, these two teams looked awful today, offensively. And it made me think, hell, Dallas, if they were in this game, I'm telling you, Dallas, they could have got those 5 turns as well. Their defense makes a living off getting turnovers. Tony Romo, Des Bryant, DeMarco Murray, they would have taken advantage of those getting into the end zone. And, man, wow. So, there you go. NFC Championship game. Will the Seahawks repeat? I don't know. We'll see. I like the Patriots, but, we'll see where we go from here. So, until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.